Kate has to age from 36 to late 60s, and it's a progressive amount of aging that she goes through. And so, of course, when you get to the later years, it means that Kate herself has to sit in a chair for many, many hours before she can get to the point where she can be filmed.
See, look. Yeah. They've already made me look 55. We've just completed 6 hours of hair and makeup.
And it is 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we've all had about 4.5 hours sleep.
There's about 6 of us in this team. And from the very beginning, from the first conceptual conversation to the final tests, we've all worked together. And we just all do our little bit. Which means that everyone does what they're best at, and it's sort of completely teamwork.
Well, this is the beginning stage, which, to be honest with you, makes me look really quite alien-like. I don't really resemble a human being until
for a while
the hair goes on and the eyebrows go on. They even take my eyebrows away.
So let's say my hand is her face that's been sculpted on. You've got a mould. This thing here, these 2 layers of cat plastic sprayed on the inside of the mould.
Yeah.
Either side. You close the mould up, you bolt it really tightly up, and then you inject under as much pressure as you can possibly do this silicone, so it's really quite liquid, and then it goes to a semi-liquid state, a bit like a jelly inside, and then when you take it out, you've got a skin that will actually compress a bit and move with the actor's skin.
There comes the bald lady.
Because this is important to me,
important.
and whatever you cut out of this bit has to go in. This chair that I'm sitting in, comfortable as it is, makes me feel a little bit like Thora Hird. God bless you, Thora. It was not requested by me, okay? So this movie star chair that you see with the lovely terry toweling is her fault.
It is.
Okay, and I keep being concerned whenever we have extras come in or day players come in. I keep thinking, oh my God, you have to tell them that you are responsible for this chair. Otherwise, they're going to walk away going, God, that Kate Winslet, she's got this special chair with remote controls and everything. Having said that, I do quite like it.
But only because Kate has to be here for 6 hours.
And then it does all kinds of things.
Very important for our process.
Where's me popcorn? This is the bit where Matt wipes any residue moisturiser off my skin. And even though we have tried to get him not to do a version of the Clearasil ad where he looks at the grime he wipes away, can't help yourself, can you, Matt?
No, I can't.
So then he looks at the grime and makes me feel like a spotty teenage boy. See? He's doing it again. It's so good for the self-esteem, this part. I can just tell you now. It's so good for the ego.
Thanks.
Oh. See, the thing about acting. Right.
What are you doing here, Matt?
We're just offering the neck up before we put any glue on, just getting the right position, basically. And for it to be comfortable for Kate and...
That's a lie.
Yeah. We just throw it on them.
Because the material is so brilliant and sort of skin-like and flexible, you know, we have to get it to sit perfectly over these bones here and the dent here, and make sure that the wrinkly part of the neck sits at the point that it would.
The skin of this cat plastic is so fragile. They're a nightmare to prep. It's heartbreaking because you can spray it up, do the whole thing, inject it, and maybe a bit's missed or you've got an air bubble. And that's it, 2 days down the pan, start up again. I think Rick Baker was saying they were getting maybe 1 in 10 pieces out the mould. But when you get it out, when it works, it's fantastic. These are the edges that Matt bleeds onto the skin to disappear. This is silicone.
I took some pictures home last night and I showed them to my daughter. It was about 9 o'clock and she'd waited up for me.
Did she?
Yeah, and I showed her the picture and I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "Well, it looks like Granny Plum, but it can't be Granny Plum because she died last year."
Oh no.
I know.
That's so sweet.
You see this? It's come to this. Look at that. Well done. Looks brilliant.
Finished.
When you see Kate's ears through the hair, it just adds a bit of, just helps with the whole ageing process really. Just knocks off the youthfulness.
So the fact that I've got three piercings in this one
Yeah,
lobe
there's that.
wouldn't look good.
So there's Kate's face. These are different, they're the upper eyelids, but it was sculpted on a face, moulded, and then injected in these holes. That's the gelatin there.
The thing that is so weird about this though is that to me this doesn't look like me, even though I know that it is because it was a whole but to me it looks like my sister. It's very weird. It looks like my sister Beth. All my really bad open pores. You can see all the things.
Not on that pile there.
Which really freaks me out. I said to Stephen yesterday, before we did a take, I said, okay, I said, I haven't got everything, you know, I haven't got the various things that we still haven't put in yet. So tits, teeth, lenses, and we'll go. and I realised that actually that really sums up
The whole
the character at this moment in time. Guess what?
What?
Now, what on earth could that be?
It's going to be your nose.
Yeah, that's my. The boobs and the belly and various fatty bits around the back of the hips and things. When I sit down, everything moves the way that a body would move. And because there is a weight to it. I have to say this quietly, otherwise Pauline will get concerned. Because the boobs weigh a ton, I get backache.
These are this stage eye bags, so these are older with. You see that there? So that's Kate's left eye bag with like the little kind of crow's feet laughter lines, but they're quite dinky. From the life cast of Kate, they were sculpted, bearing in mind the movement when she wrinkles her eyes. But the gelatin's nice because once it gets warmer during the day, they kind of soften up and move nice.
I didn't write anything about you.
From the life cast of Kate, they were sculpted and then moulded and then injected with gelatin, open the mould and then powdered so they don't stick to themselves.
I didn't look at what I was writing there, so I have no control over it. Actually, yesterday there was somebody on set who I'd never seen before, and he was quite a cute and lovely boy. Yeah. And so I'm sort of going, oh, hi, like this, and then I looked at and I looked in the mirror to check my eye, and I went, oh no,
Oh no. Oh no.
no, that was so tragic of me. I just basically gave like a nice little twinkly smile to somebody, you know, thinking that I just looked like normal, you know, friendly Kate, you know.
No.
No! This boy, we had absolutely no idea who I was, so he must have just thought, why is that granny smiling at me in a slightly sideways, slightly flirty manner? God,
But also our
really
granny,
does make me tragic,
you know, there's
actually.
some grannies that could have a little bit of lipstick or powder. Our granny has no help.
I'm begging for lip gloss.
Nothing.
This is the fun bit, the painting.
What, you like this bit more?
Oh yeah, I like this bit. Something to do with the fact that he's really good at it. When it all comes to life, this bit.
I don't know.
Yesterday, David Cross, who's playing young Michael, I forgot that he hadn't seen it. And I walked towards him and he actually went,
No. Thank you, that's good. He did?
I said, how do I look? He said, you just look absolutely awful. He said, that's terrible, he kept saying. He just couldn't believe that it wasn't my skin, you know, he just couldn't believe it.
Fly.
Can you explain how you handed the responsibility over to me because everyone else is too scared of it?
Too wussy.
And it's interesting because a lot of people have said to me, ew, that must be so weird, you know, like to see yourself like old and ew. And I just love it because I've never done this before. I've never had prosthetics of any kind at all, not even an injury prosthetic, nothing. And I've never worn contact lenses before, and so to me it's just this sort of great part of my job that I haven't had a chance to do until now. And so I do actually really, really like it. The whole process was so painstaking but so fascinating and so wonderful to look in the mirror and see myself as an older woman, but also all my muscles could completely move. They all came through in the makeup. They didn't seem to cover anything up of my own bone structure or anything like that. They just simply aged it.
Young. Oh.
Just gonna pop to the shops, does anyone want anything?
Well done, Kate.
Showtime.